So I'm pleased to say we have just launched our 2015 Fiduciary Management Survey. The survey is now in its 6th year. The survey focuses solely on UK pension scheme representatives, such as trustees, independent trustees and pensions managers. This year we had a phenomenal response to our survey, over 230 respondents representing 180 billion of UK pension scheme assets, making it the largest survey of its kind. Today we're going to share some of the key highlights from the survey, covering growth, selection process and performance. It's going to come as no surprise that the market continues to grow. And in fact, our survey suggests that the market has over doubled in the last 4 years. What will come as a surprise is where this growth has come from. The vast majority of the growth in the past 12 months has come from large pension schemes with over £1 billion of UK assets. Do we expect this growth to continue in the future? Well, yes, we do. And our estimation is by 2020, almost 20% of the overall UK market will be managed under a fiduciary approach. Pension schemes are used in a combination of selection processes. Our survey suggested that the number one approach to selecting a fiduciary provider is to carry out a formal beauty parade. And reassuringly, 74% of respondents said they would have some form of face-to-face interaction before that final selection took place. Now, this very much is in keeping with our core belief that fiduciary management is about trust, it's long-term partnership, and they're the key ingredients for long-term success. Where we see more limited take-up is the use of third-party evaluation in the help to select a fiduciary manager. Only 24% of respondents suggested they would use a third party in that selection exercise. Now, this may be due to the increased costs, or very much the third-party evaluation itself is very much in its infancy. Where we have seen greater take-up is in ongoing monitoring. Many trustees are turning to a third party to help them monitor the fiduciary manager, asking that third party to come in once every 1 or 3 years to see if the fiduciary manager is really living up to its promises. Now, proven performance is the lead quality indicator when it comes to selecting a fiduciary provider. But how do trustees measure the performance of their chosen fiduciary provider? Well, 69% of our respondents said they prefer to measure their fiduciary provider against their own unique investment objectives. This is opposed to some sort of industry-wide league table or benchmark. Now, this is in keeping with our philosophy that the construction of an industry-wide league table or benchmark could be extremely difficult or challenging due to the many different parameters and definitions of fiduciary management. And we suggest any construction of industry-wide league tables is given a lot of care to ensure they're not misleading. Despite the challenges in measuring fiduciary managers' performance, 98% of our respondents said they are satisfied or better with their overall fiduciary management proposition, giving a real vote of confidence for the fiduciary industry as a whole. These are just some of the key highlights from our 2015 survey. A copy of the full survey can be found on our website.